At Sierra, discover great deals on top brand workout gear, like high-quality walking shoes, which might lead to another discovery.
40,000 steps, baby. Who's on top now, Karen?
You've taken the office step challenge a step too far. Don't worry, though. Sierra also has yoga gear. It might be a good place to find your zen. Discover top brands at unexpectedly low prices. Sierra, let's get moving.
And welcome to a new episode of The Simpsons Did It. I'm your host, Steven Skolansky.
And I'm your co-host, Robert Skolansky.
And this week, we're heading into the future.
Some might say back to the future.
But we've never been to the future before. I think this is the first time The Simpsons has ever traveled into the future.
Well, I wouldn't say they traveled to the future.
Okay, talked about the future.
But yes, this is the first future episode The Simpsons have done in their first 6 seasons. So that's something special.
Yeah, it's kind of cool. I always like these episodes just because they're like predictors daydream. Like they're like, oh my god, The Simpsons are about to predict the future. Let's see how they do.
I will say too. Now I don't remember I remember the circumstances for a certain celebrity voice guess for a future episode in season 7, but we do learn something about Lisa that they eventually make happen.
Yep.
But if my memory serves correctly, it wasn't because of this episode that they made it happen.
Oh, I guess I don't know.
We'll talk a little bit more about it once we hit that sweet spot.
Yep. All right, so this week we are discussing Season 6, Episode 19, Lisa's Wedding.
Bum, bum, bum.
One of her weddings, anyways. Well, her first wedding.
Her first wedding.
Her first wedding, yes.
Yes.
This aired March 19th, 1995. And the recap for this episode, a fortune teller predicts Lisa's engagement to a fellow student from an upper crust British family.
Yeah, those Brits.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing that she went to school in London.
No. She didn't go to school in London. She met a guy who was from London.
That's right. I don't know why I thought she went to school in London. Maybe I don't know. I was just thinking that. So the chalkboard gag this week, I will not strut around like I own the place. I mean, Bart think he owns a school. I mean,
yeah, we've seen multiple episodes where he daydreams about like owning the school and bulldozing it. So.
Yeah, I mean, Bart had to be put in his place on this one. I think I'd have to side with Principal Skinner for this punishment. Probably like the first time I think in the first 6 seasons where I think I've agreed with the punishment that Bart has gotten.
It's Bart. He's done worse crap.
Yeah. Well, hopefully now he won't strut around like he owns the place.
Yeah, fat chance.
So the the couch gag this week. The Simpsons sit on the couch and get shot into the ceiling with the spring-loaded couch with only their legs and feet showing. And this is a repeat from Lisa on Ice.
Yep. As I think we've mentioned in the last few episodes, I think we've only gotten one new couch gag in the back half of the season 6.
Yep.
So, I mean, this is nothing new.
No. I think this might be the last season. I think that we get repeats. We'll have to see.
No, it's not.
No,
it's not. It's not. All my research I've done on this show, trust me, it's not the last repeat. Actually, if I remember correctly, this isn't even the last time we'll see this couch gag.
Nice.
So this week, our episode opens up on a Renaissance fair, and there is a night battle today. Get it? Because it's like night and day, but it's like a night.
That's a good pun. I like it. Yeah. So have you ever been to a Renaissance festival?
You know, I have never been to one. I know several people who do Renaissance fairs almost on a yearly basis. Obviously, with COVID, they couldn't do it. But from pictures I've seen, I've always kind of wanted to do one.
Yeah, we have one up here in Minnesota. I've been to it twice now.
Did you dress up?
I did not because I'm not a weirdo.
So you got made fun of for not dressing up.
No, I mean, no one really does that at ours.
Oh. They don't. Well, they don't point at you and be like, he's from the future.
No, we're not that nuts around there. But people definitely do dress up. I mean, you get your Halloween costume style dress up, but then you get the full on knight's armor, and women have the excuse to wear a corset that pushes their boobs up really high and out of their shirt for some reason.
I will say I've always also wanted to do what is it called? The restaurant medieval times.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to do that as well.
Yeah, I know they have one in California.
Yeah, didn't get to do that while we were out there, but never been to a Renaissance fair, but they always look good, and I've always heard the food there is always pretty good.
Food's the best. The beer is awesome. Although
I just want a giant turkey leg.
Yes,
because you know me and my turkey legs.
I'll go to Renaissance festivals, and that'd be what I get all the time.
So we see two knights battling one another, and the one knight beats the living heck out of the other knight. And it is revealed that Ned Flanders is the victorious knight. And after he wins his fight, he's like, "Zounds, I did thee mightily smitily." Zounds is a Renaissance English word, short for God's wounds. But smitily, that's pure Flanders. It sure is. And we learned that the unvictorious, even though that's not a real word, the guy who lost was Waylon Smithers. He got his butt kicked.
Okay. Flanders, I could kind of see. Well, I mean, I guess he's not a violent type.
No.
But I guess I could see Flanders being a knight. Smithers, on the other hand, I don't see him being a knight or fighting anyone.
Well, maybe Burns made him do it. Burns is like, "You're going to do this or you're fired." And he's like, "All right, I got no choice."
But I don't even know if Burns was at the Renaissance Festival. I don't think I saw him in the background.
No. Or who knows? Maybe Waylon Smithers likes Renaissance fairs.
I mean,
there's
to be liking them and participating in them are, I guess, two different things.
I mean, to be fair, neither of those characters are characters that, like, I see two people battling. Would I ever figure it'd be Flanders and Smithers fighting one another?
Yeah.
So I think that's kind of also the joke.
Yeah.
So I love how Smithers wants, he's like, "Somebody call the doctor."
I don't think at Renaissance festivals, I mean, okay, so the jousting, they do real jousting.
Yes, they do. That can be dangerous.
Yeah, but I don't know if swinging maces at each other qualifies.
I don't know, man. This was the mid-90s.
Yeah, maybe.
It was the Wild West, almost 30 years ago.
Yep.
So then we see, Bart is bored. And Marge is like, "Oh, look, Bart, there's a loom." And she's like, "I took loom as a high school class." And, Bart's like, "Okay, whatever." And this is one of the very few episodes where we actually see Bart holding Maggie.
Yep. Yeah. It was kind of cool.
Because Marge, holding Maggie, but she needs both of her hands to do a loom, which I have seen a loom in real life. So things are really freaking intricate.
Yeah, and they're big.
Yeah, they're pretty big. So, Marge sits down at the loom and weaves a message for Bart that says, "Hi, Bart, I am weaving on a loom." Bart's like, "Meh."
Yeah.
Meh. I don't think this is the first utterance of the word meh.
No, didn't Lisa say it a few episodes ago somewhere
I think it was uttered in season 3.
Oh, was it?
Yeah, I think it was uttered in one of the first few seasons.
I gotta love meh.
Yeah, meh. It's in the dictionary. There's I want to say there's 2 or 3 words from The Simpsons that are in Webster's dictionary now.
Well, Simpsons have been around long enough to accomplish that feat.
Yeah. And so, now we see Homer watching Lunch Lady Doris roasting a pig. And I love how he rotates his head with the pig on the what is
spit.
The spit. And Lunch Lady Doris is like, Your yon meat 'tis sweet as summer's wafting breeze. Homer's like, "Can I have some?" Doris is like, "Mine ears are open only to the pleas of those who speak ye old English. Homer drops to one knee because it's Homer and he's got to be a showman. He's like, "Sweet maiden of the spit, grant now my boon that I might sup upon suckling pig this noon." And Lunch Lady Dora's like, "Whatever."
That was great.
So she makes him do it, and then she's like, I don't care. Oh, God. That is great, though.
But that is part of the Renaissance Festival. I don't know if it's gotten more lax, but I feel like the vendors and the people, like, it depends on the people. But
okay,
most
but
of
here's
the
the
vendors,
thing. It's got to be super hard to speak like that all day frickin' long.
Hey, then don't get a job there.
Okay, but don't make people who attend speak it.
No. I don't think they do. But I think even the people that do work there, I think it's gotten rather lax.
Oh.
I've only been there twice, but yeah. I don't know how it was in the olden times.
Yeah. Well, I mean, again, I've never been to a Renaissance fair, but I can't imagine it's easy to talk like that all day long, even if you're just working there.
Yeah. They probably have a test you take before you get hired. How much ye olde English? How much of ye olde English do you know?
None. I know none of it. Yeah, wanker. Well, that's more British than ye olde English, but close enough. So now we see Homer is walking with Lisa while he's eating his pig. He's like, "I've eaten 8 different meats. I'm a true Renaissance man."
That's not what that means, Homer.
No, it is not. I do love the fact that while they're walking, in the background is a tent, and it's the Happy Leech, bleed while you wait.
Nice.
Because I paused it because I saw it, and I was like, what? So is that like a hospital tent?
Oh,
because leeches were used like for medical purposes way back in the day.
Blood donation, like a blood drive.
Maybe. It's a fair point. I don't know if Renaissance fairs actually do blood drives, but they really should.
Yeah, I've seen blood drives at a lot of random places now.
Yeah. So then we hear. So Homer gets sick from he hasn't gotten sick yet.
Yeah.
But Lisa's she's like, "Well, you need all that meat, so I'm gonna go find the first aid tent and tell him to have ye old stomach pump ready."
Ye old stomach pump. Yep.
Well, yeah. Okay. How many? To be fair, so he said he's eaten 8 different types of meat.
Yeah.
So let's see. You got pig, you got beef, you got chicken, you got turkey. Probably duck.
Yep.
What are the other 3? Do you have
alligator,
venison?
Maybe deer. I think. Okay,
venison.
Deer. Yep, I would go deer.
Okay. Bunny, rabbit, rabbit stew. Okay, maybe. We need one more.
Okay. And what else? What's one more meat?
Dog.
Dog. Yeah. No. Did you say chicken?
I did.
Okay. Rat.
No.
Quail. Quail.
Okay. Quail. All right. So if any of our listeners have actually been to a Renaissance fair, let us know if all 8 of those have been served at a Renaissance fair, because I would be genuinely interested to find out on that.
Nice. All right. We got to see if Homer's visit was historically accurate to modern day Renaissance festivals.
Yes.
So they pass Friar. Lisa kind of separates and goes away, and she passes by Friar Wigham's fantastical beastarium. Beastarium. Yes.
Like aquarium, but
yes.
beastarium.
Yep. Where he supposedly has a manticore, a chimera, a griffin, and a unicorn.
Those are the animals on the tent.
Yeah. He doesn't have any of those.
Well,
but he
does.
does.
What does he have?
He does have a chicken wearing a colorful afro wig. Chickens obviously had those in the 1400s.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes. And behold, the 2-headed hound, born with only one head.
What a cute little puppy.
Yeah, I love beagles. Was it a beagle? I think it was a beagle.
No, I thought it was like a basset hound.
Maybe.
Because it's a hound.
Yep.
So basset hound.
And then it goes and now the legendary Escalats with the head of or the body of a horse with the head of a rabbit, born with the body of a rabbit.
Because it's a rabbit.
Yes, just a rabbit. God, Wiggum's an idiot. I mean, they could have, they could have at least, like, put a costume on it so it looks like it has a horse body with the head sticking out of it.
Okay, but his basset hound only had one head.
Glue another head onto it. Come on.
Well, they make doggy costumes now.
Exactly. They could have used costumes.
I'm pretty sure I have seen the 3-headed dog costume, where obviously one of the heads is the real dog and the other 2 are the puppets or whatever.
Yes.
The costume heads. That's always adorable.
Yep. But the rabbit, hops out of its box, and Lisa, chases after it. It's like, come here, buddy. And I love how Wiggum's like, call it Escalax.
Yeah.
Like, what? It was so out of place. Like, it felt like Wiggum, that what Wiggum said, like, he wasn't on screen anymore. You just heard it off screen.
No, he yells at her.
Oh, did it? Okay.
Yeah, he's at the tent when she runs out. She was off screen.
Oh, was she off screen? Okay, maybe that's what it was. Yeah. It was weird. I don't know. It just sounded like it was recorded kind of weird too.
I don't know.
But then Lisa chases the bunny into a forest. I like how it turns from like Renaissance right into like straight up, Hansel and Gretel on the road in the middle of the forest. Yeah. And she stumbles upon a tent with a fortune teller inside. And she's like, "Come in, Lisa. How did you know my name? Your name tag." Yeah, we all thought, man, this fortune teller is a good one, but it wasn't. The fortune teller asks Lisa if she wants to know her future, but Lisa doesn't believe in that sort of stuff.
Nope.
She's just doesn't have that type of depth. I'm pretty smart like that. I hate it. Shay always wants to do fortune tellers. We did it one time. One time. It was the worst, like $20 or whatever it was.
No shit.
I ever spent. I swear to God, it was the dumbest shit in the world. And the funny thing is it's not like she told her future. It's like she told us like our future adjacent, like shit that was gonna happen probably no matter what.
Hey, Steve, hold on. I'm going to tell you your fortune right now. I can see into your future.
You're going to die a horrible, horrible death.
No. Tomorrow, you're going to wake up. You're going to eat breakfast. You're going to take your son to daycare. And then at some point, you're going to go to work. And then you're going to work. And then you're going to go home and eat dinner. And then at some point, you're going to go to sleep.
Wrong. I don't take my kid to daycare on Fridays.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So there, you're a horrible, horrible fortune teller.
But when it comes to fortune tellers and like people who can like read like ghosts and shit, it's all fake. Yep. Like a lot of like you see the TV stuff, they gather information before, or some people. What was the South Park episode with Edwards?
Oh my God, that was so.
It's
awesome.
all cold reading.
Yes.
Like people like they'll say a letter.
I sense someone in the audience has the first name that starts with the letter M. My name's Mary. How did you know?
They didn't. They didn't know. So if you're one of those people who like that stuff for entertainment, cool. But if you're one of those people who go and spend a ton of money on those people, please don't.
Yes.
Go get actual help from a real like psychiatrist or therapist.
Yep. But before Lisa can leave, the fortune teller tells Lisa that Marge, Maggie, and Bart are at the joust, and Homer is heckling the puppet show.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean,
I could see Homer heckling a puppet show.
Good guesses. Good guesses.
Yeah.
So Lisa is impressed that the fortune teller can see into the present. And then the fortune teller takes out a stack of tarot cards, and the first card she lays down is the death card, which
oh my God, no!
Which the fortune teller tells Lisa it's good, because what is it, like change or something changes upon her.
Yeah, like a new beginning.
Yep. And then she lays down the happy squirrel. I like how Lisa's like, "Oh, that cute little squirrel," but she's like, "No, that's bad." But the cards can be vague.
And
Oh my god. And mysterious, yes.
Yeah, they're tarot cards.
Oh my
Like,
god. Oh, it's just I hate it so much.
Yeah.
So now we get the story of Lisa's first love, and it takes place in the year 2010. So we are jumping 15 years into the future. So
And
what
by
what is this world gonna be like?
Yeah. There was a couple of things that they predicted that we would see. Now, did we see them in 2010? I don't believe so, but maybe we did. We'll discuss it once we get there.
Yep. Yeah. And so first in the first scene in the future, we see what appears to be an army of robots. But they're just actors portraying the Tin Man. I'm guessing it was like an audition. Because a bunch of them were. And then
if you actually watch the episode, there's a sign that says auditions today for the Wizard of Oz.
Yeah. And that was followed by actors dressed as the Cowardly Lion and the Scarecrow, all going to that audition of Wizard of Oz, which, I mean, it's kind of cool that they're still
But I will say
doing basic...
the word wizard was spelled with 2 Z's.
Oh, was it?
Yes.
I did not catch that. You didn't put it down in the notes, so I didn't.
Well, you're supposed to also notice things.
Okay.
That I might have missed.
Which I do. There's certain things.
But yeah, it was spelled with 2 Z's, which I thought was kind of interesting.
That's kind of cool. I mean, it's the future, man. It's the future. The wizards have 2 Z's in the future.
Yeah.
So then we see a holographic tree that there's a plaque at the bottom of it in memory of a real tree. So unfortunately, folks, trees did not die out in the year 2010. I mean, the 90s was big into like the rainforest getting demolished.
Well, I mean, we're still kind of big into, needing trees.
Oh yeah. I mean, I'm not saying, I mean, obviously there's climate change and all this stuff and, the earth is screwed probably, but I feel like trees should more or less be always around. I mean,
well, here's the thing. We don't know if they don't have trees still in this future. Like, because the guy, the only reason we knew it was a hologram was it was bugging out.
Yeah.
And the guy kicks it to bring it back to life. So we don't know if this is just in memoriam of a tree that used to live. They still have trees.
Or maybe a tree that was planted there. It's in memory of the tree that was planted right there.
Yeah, it's possible. But yeah, as we all know, climate change sucks. So then we see future Lisa. She's going to a drinking fountain to grab a drink of water, but then she knocks heads with this guy who cuts her off and drinks out of the fountain before she can. And she's like, oh my God, he's the most annoying guy I've ever met. Oh, yep. I need to calm myself down. And so she goes to a vending machine that sells only soy pops. And the wrappers read, now with gag suppressants.
That's so great. Because
Soylent Green is people.
Yeah, but no. I mean, soy back in the 90s. I mean, this is when people become... I mean, people been vegetarians. Yeah. But
it wasn't in this particular spot where they mentioned she's a vegetarian.
No.
So, but there's probably, it's possible maybe there's a scarcity of meat around, or maybe somebody is like, hey, we shouldn't eat as much meat.
Yeah.
But here's the other thing with vending machines. It's usually like candy and chips and snacks. It's not meat. So,
yeah.
So maybe the soy is a replacement for all the unhealthy junk food.
That's
not
possible.
Not necessarily meat, or people have just gone uber vegetarian.
Yeah.
Because as we'll learn later on, other people do still eat meat.
Exactly. Yep.
And so the annoying guy gets there first and takes the last soy snack, which annoys Lisa, and then he gets on the elevator and he doesn't hold it for her. He gets annoyed again, so she walks up all these flights of stairs, and she gets to the library, and she wants to check out a book, and she wanted to get this book, and she can't because somebody else got the last copy before her, and she thinks it's this guy with a mustache, and she's like, oh, Thank God. It's not that annoying guy. And no, he was just holding it for annoying guy.
Yep. What was his name?
So his name is Hugh Parkfield, and this is by far the greatest celebrity guest voice actor in my opinion, because he's an awesome actor, and it's Mandy Patinkin.
I know. That is fantastic.
It's mind-blowing, because I don't think Mandy Patinkin he's not British.
No, he's not. And I didn't. I was trying to listen for. My name is Inigo Montoya.
Yeah,
but
like there's no like. If you watch just this episode, you probably would have thought like I had no idea until I watched this episode, and we have our Simpsons book and the internet. I had no idea that this was a guest voice.
Yeah.
Up until I rewatched this episode like 2 days before we recorded. Yeah. I'm like, wait, that was Mandy Patinkin?
Yeah, but
Mandy Patinkin.
The funny thing is, it's not like he was just coming off Princess Bride either. Princess Bride was 80s.
Yeah.
So
yeah, he was in things way before this. And Criminal Minds didn't start up, I want to say, until 2005.
Yeah, exactly. So, I think he was more of a stage actor.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think he was really big into movies and TV. And it's funny, you watch like Criminal Minds and he doesn't even really look like his young, many people don't look like their young selves, depending. But yeah, he doesn't have his whole young self look.
I will say the only other voice actor that I think they should have gotten, and at this time he wasn't a big named actor. Actually, I don't really think he was in much up into this point, but Hugh Laurie would have been fantastic for this role.
Yeah. Or
he makes a good snarky comedy guy.
Yeah. Or what's the actual British guy that's named Hugh? Hugh
Jackman?
No, not Hugh Jackman. He was always in a lot of...
Hugh Grant.
Hugh Grant. I could see Hugh Grant in this role too.
That would have been pretty cool.
Yep. And so Lisa confronts Hugh and she's like, "That's the book I need. You'll probably take forever with it too." And he's like, "I can read faster than you." And he's like, "I read at a 78th grade level."
What the hell is a 78th grade level?
Come on, Lisa. That's not even a real thing. And Hugh opens the book.
Oh, by the way, before we continue, at this point, since it's 15 years in the future, Lisa would be 23.
Yep. So end of her college years, maybe into her doctorate.
I would say
into
masters.
Her
Masters.
Yep. Okay. That makes sense. And so he opens the book and throws it on the table. It's like, right here. And they both start speed reading. Their pupils darting back and forth in a blur. And then much later, they're still together reading this book. And Lisa's like, "Finish this page." And he was like, "Ages ago." And Lisa's getting upset. And he was like, "I'll get the dictionary." Lisa's like, "Why?" "You'll see it when you get there. The word stochastic?
Stochastic.
Stochastic. I'm as bad as Lisa. I don't know. And
hold on, we're going to find out what that word means because I have no idea.
Yes, we don't know, but Lisa knows. Pertaining to a process involving a randomly determined sequence of observations. And she laughs, and they look at each other and start making out because that's what happens when you...
So in the technical sense, it is an adjective. It's a randomly determined, having a random probability distribution or pattern that may be analyzed statistically, but may not be predicted precisely. That is the definition I have.
So like their love.
Yes. Yeah. Yep. No, I like that.
I like it.
Look at Steve being smart for once.
I know. I learned a lot from The Simpsons. So
I know,
what can I say? So I love how the librarian says them kissing each other doesn't make sense to her. But of course it doesn't because she's a robot. And I like how she starts leaking some kind of liquid out of her face like she's crying and then melts it off. Now this happens. Yes. Now this happens quite a few times during this episode. And I just don't like it. Like I get the face melting, but even the Terminator has an exoskeleton underneath his head. There's something running the body. I mean, it seems just weird to me that the whole... if the face were to melt and malfunction, but there's still a metal skull underneath it, okay.
Yeah.
It just bugs me.
Well, don't forget this is... But here's the thing. Don't forget, this is the future.
Yeah, but the T-1000 was from the future. Oh, sorry, the T-800.
But this is the Simpsons future.
Okay. And so they head off to go on a date at a place... a theater that has 40 classic films starring Jim Carrey. Because in the 90s, yes, Jim Carrey.
Oh my God, he was
did
in
a lot
everything.
of things.
Yeah,
he tailored back a little bit. So
yeah.
I don't think. Okay, hold on. We didn't look this up, but I really want to know. I really want.
Are you looking up Ace Ventura: When Nature Calls?
No.
Oh.
Jim
What are you looking up?
Carrey. I want to see how many films he was at 2010. By 2010, I want to see.
So while Steve looks that up, so the movies they go see were Ace Ventura 6. Now, mind you, the second one actually came out the year that this episode aired, but not until November. So as if anybody can remember, at the beginning of this episode, this aired in March. But Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls came out in November of 95. So what do you think they had announced that movie? Or was it just the Simpsons are like, oh, he's making a second one. He'll make like 4 more.
I mean, it's definitely possible. I mean, the Simpsons, were good at predicting the future.
Well, he only made 2 Ace Ventura movies.
Yes.
And the other movie that we see that we don't know what they saw was The Mask, which I believe came out in 93? 94. So both Ace Ventura, Pet Detective, and The Mask came out the same year. Holy crap. Did you know that?
Nope. So 22 movies. He had, that's a good chunk. Jim Carrey had 22 movies by the airing of this episode.
Wow. So they were half right.
They're half right.
Well, I think since 2010, he's only done like 5 more movies.
Since 2010, he's done...
Because I know he's done the 2 Sonic
4,
movies.
6, 8, 10, 12... 14, 16, 17.
So he almost hit 40 movies.
Yeah.
39.
Just shy by
1.
10
Jim
years.
Carrey, if you're actually listening to this, somebody get Jim Carrey on the horn and tell him he needs to make 1 more movie to help the Simpsons with their prediction.
But would that be I mean, that's 40 classic films. We'd have to be in the year like 2050 for him to have 40 classic films.
That's fine. He just needs to make 1 more.
Okay. All right. And so then we see Hugh and Lisa talking outside of Dr. and Mrs. Dre Hall.
No, they're in their dorm room.
Oh, is that the dorm room?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dr.
okay. I thought they were
Mrs. Dre
outside.
Hall.
Yeah,
That's hilarious. That's hilarious.
That's good. So he was like, I can't believe how much we have in common. We're both studying the environment. We're both utterly humorless about our vegetarianism. And we both love the Rolling Stones. And Lisa's like, yes, not for their music, but for their tireless efforts to preserve historic buildings.
So obviously this is where it's mentioned that Lisa is a vegetarian.
Yeah.
Now, in the next season, which we will start covering in about a month and a half.
Yep.
So I think we have 4 episodes left, 5 episodes left in season 6. Lisa actually becomes a vegetarian. Now, from my understanding, the reason they made her a vegetarian was because of the guest star that they got to do voices. And we're not going to, if you know it, you know it, but we won't mention it on this podcast. But because of the guest appearance of one of the people they had on that episode, who is a vegetarian, said they wanted Lisa to be a vegetarian.
And it stuck.
and it stuck. So, but I don't know if this episode had any bearing on that.
I almost wish it would have, just because.
I know.
I mean, you obviously predicted. I mean, they predicted Lisa was going to be a vegetarian from a fortune teller.
Maybe it had a slight bearing because maybe like when that request came up,
they're like, we might as well.
Well, we about last season we did mention in the Lisa wedding episode she's vegetarian, so why the hell not?
Yep.
So maybe it's a little bit from column A and a little from column B.
Yep. And so Hugh invites Lisa to his parents' estate for the summer. And they wonder when people will learn that eating animals is wrong.
Never.
I love
the billboard. I love the billboard meme where it's like it shows all these animals and like the question underneath it says, "Where do you draw the line?" And it's like duck and then dog, and somebody drew a line in between the two. By the way, in Lisa's dorm room, there is a poster for the Steel Wheelchair Tour of 2010s. For the Rolling Stones.
That's great.
When did they stop touring? Wasn't it just like this year? A couple years ago,
I think.
Yeah.
But they were all old, man.
Yeah, they're still old.
I think they were in wheelchairs. I think that poster was true.
Yeah.
I think those guys were rolling around in wheelchairs, maybe. Not sure.
Maybe.
And so I love how they're flying to London, and I love how they're talking on the plane. It's like, man, I'm glad they got rid of those streamlined designs. It was something a little bit more, and it's like the old timey, like 7-layer wing thing, but it's attached to a modern plane.
I know. That's hilarious.
Like those wings did anything.
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe they made them fly, but yeah, they're all old timey planes.
Yeah.
But that went backwards a little bit, but here, the Tower of London, the clock tower, at the Palace of Westminster has a digital display,
which I'm pretty sure it's still analog.
Yes. Oh yeah. Yes. Yeah. They're never.
So that prediction did not come true.
No.
Fail.
But it's not as reliable like the old analog clock was.
Yeah. You see the 12 blinking.
Yes. They got to change the battery on the thing.
Yeah. And we don't know whether they still have all the bells on the inside.
Yes. I mean,
I would assume you would remove them and put them in like a museum.
Maybe. Or, I mean, you still got to let people know what time it is.
Well, they put a chime on the digital clock.
Oh, right. It's just an alarm. It goes, when it,
Well, the other thing too is it's just blinking 12. So why do you even need an alarm?
Yep. And so now Hugh and Lisa are having dinner with Hugh's parents. Yep. And I like how the dad tells a joke and Lisa's like, do I laugh? Is this some British wit humor? And she's kind of like chuckles slightly. He's like, "Oh, I'm glad you got it."
Yeah.
And then we see a painting on the wall, and Lisa's like, "Oh, is that like some old member of your family?" It's like, "No, that's just our uncle." And just a little nuts sitting over in front of a fishbowl in a lawn chair fishing, and
in a fishbowl with no fish,
laughing hysterically. And so Hugh and Lisa go out to have a picnic, and Hugh knows that it's all about fireworks with Americans.
Oh yeah, we love big flashy displays.
Yep, and he's like, Lisa, will you do me the honor? Or no, I'm sorry. He's has the board, like they have the fireworks, but there's like a reader board that's fireworks too, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like, Lisa, will you do me the honor of giving me your hand in the holy tradition of matrimony? And then it kind of sputters out, and then he goes to his fancy dancy wristwatch and tells them to go to Plan B. Now, I wanted to make mention of this, is that the Simpsons did not predict the future for this one, because in 1999, Samsung launched the world's first watch phone.
But how well did it work?
See, but that doesn't matter. It came out. It was in existence.
Okay, but did
Apple come out
like
with it? No, fuck Apple. Samsung all the way.
But so, okay, let me ask you this question. Was it for a consumer base?
That I didn't go that deep into it. I just wanted to see when the first watch phone came out. But That was just cellular. Like, it was just a cellular watch. You dialed it, you called. I saw a few pictures of it. It was fucking thick as shit, and you wore it on your wrist.
The thing is with this, it's more of a walkie-talkie phone.
Yeah.
Because like he presses a button and he's like, go to plan B.
Was it more like a James Bond watch?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
But the first smartwatch came out June 25th of 2014. And yes, it was another Samsung, and there was also an Android watch. So Apple still hadn't come out with their stuff yet.
Oh, wow. And Apple's products suck anyways.
Yep.
So anyways, so Plan Bow, that combined two words. Plan B is a cow with a cardboard hanging off of it that says marry me, which I feel like Lisa would find that as animal cruelty. Wouldn't she?
Or would it be considered his pet? And he's like, oh, so cute. Well, maybe. I mean, like your dog. Like a dog would come out wearing a size.
Yeah, but that's adorable.
Cows are adorable to eat.
Exactly. And so it's this marry me on it. Lisa, says yes. And then we see two guys behind a bush who are the ones that like push the cow out.
Yep.
And they're very happy that Hugh found love. And they start to leak fluid and their faces melt because they're also robots.
What?
So apparently, like, is this... Okay.
Are you giving robots feelings or something? Or
no, I just thought of this. So, like, they make it seem like the robots are human. So, I don't know if you really remember this fad. I mean, it's been around for the last few years now. But where there's this thing where things are cake, but they don't look like cake.
Well, I mean,
but they are cake.
Well, there's that show on Netflix now called "Is It Cake?"
Exactly. So that kind of reminds me of that. We're like, oh, they're human. Oh, nope, they're actually robots. So is this like a future where like, oh God, is it Blade Runner? Where it's like the humanoid robots that you don't know whether or not the robots are human.
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like a Blade Runner-esque future.
But it's only the help.
It's only the help.
It's only the help.
So, yeah. So then Lisa FaceTimes Marge from England.
It's not FaceTiming. It's actually a picture phone. And these did exist. I can't remember where it was. It was probably 2005 to 2010 time frame. But I did, in someone's house, actually see a video phone. No, it wasn't rotary. It was still button. Yeah. But I did actually see one of these. And I was I was kind of taken aback because I'm like, oh, this exists. This is awesome. But it never kicked off. Like, I never saw it being sold at Best Buy. But people had, I think it was
probably super expensive.
It probably was. I think if I remember correctly, I think it was a business setting that I saw this thing at.
So yeah, Lisa FaceTimes Marge, but it's like a screen with a it's FaceTiming. Shut up. We're living in 2022. But she uses like a rotary dial to dial the number back to Springfield. And Marge is like, "Oh, Lisa, hello. How are you doing in England? Remember, an elevator is called a lift. A mile is called a kilometer, and botulism is called steak and kidney pie. Marge, you forget one thing. A mile is not the same distance as a kilometer.
No.
Two vastly different
measurements.
And so, Lisa tells Marge the good news that she's getting married. And Marge is like, oh, if only your father was still around. Making it seem like he was dead. She's like, oh, he just left for work a couple minutes ago. And I'm like, how dare you, Marge? How dare you? Making me think Homer died.
What would he have been? Like...
So
I guess he was.
So he would have been 38. So he would have been 53. So he still would have been working age.
Yeah, not only working age, but he wouldn't have probably had that heart failure that from his triple bypass.
Yeah. Lisa tells Marge she doesn't want Homer ruining the wedding because it's Homer, and Marge is like, I promise Homer will behave himself. But on the video screen, she crosses her fingers.
Video phone, Mom.
And Lisa's like, Mom, I can see you. Yeah. It's good luck. Mom, video phone.
Oh, it's so good. I love it.
Yeah. And so, then Marge calls Bart to tell him about Lisa getting married, but it's a close-up shot, and It looks like Bart is wearing a suit, and it kind of makes it look like he's in like an office. And so after he gets off the call, it zooms out. Bart is wearing a suit with the sleeves cut off, and he actually works for a construction company called Down with Buildings Demolition Company. And if I remember correctly, there's something in this episode earlier on where didn't Hugh say they wanted to like protect buildings?
I don't think so.
I could have. Lisa says yes, not for their music, but for their tireless efforts to preserve historic buildings. Talking about Rolling Stones, but it was historic
buildings. But now, do you think Bart works for this company or he owns this company?
It's Bart. I would guess he works.
Okay.
I don't think he would own a company.
Yeah, I guess not.
Also when we get to dinner time, it does make mention of another kind of prediction that The Simpsons had in the episode where Bart didn't get to see the Krusty movie.
Oh, okay.
So we'll get to that in a little bit. So now we see the Springfield nuclear power plant still operating thanks to the lengthy appeals process. In 2010, the Springfield nuclear power plant is operated primarily by robots. Carl and Lenny are in charge, as we see as they pan through the building. See Carl and Lenny in a office setting, like talking with other bigwigs. They're in charge, and then we get to Homer, who's on the phone with Marge, learning about Lisa getting married, and Milhouse comes in, and so Homer is still in his same job. Milhouse somehow got a job at the power plant and is now Homer's boss.
Yep.
And so Homer tells Milhouse about Lisa getting married, and Milhouse, has this flashback of Lisa telling him she never plans to get married, and Milhouse cries.
Yep.
Because they were probably dating. I don't know if there's another future episode where they date, but we kind of learn they're dating, and Milhouse wants to get married. Lisa doesn't. And so now we go to the Simpsons neighborhood, and all their houses look futuristic and nice and clean. And then you get to the Simpsons house. And it still looks the same, except they've built onto it. And very crappily, I might add.
All right. So just want to let you guys know, since you guys can't hear it, the sound effects in this episode are reminiscent of the Jetsons. So and Star Trek, so the cars and everything moving around can be heard throughout this episode. And also, Homer's white shirt of the future resembled George Jetson's.
Yeah, so they took a little inspiration from the Jetsons.
Yep.
And it was great.
No flying cars, though.
No flying cars. Although, it looks... No, I guess they were driving. So I was going to say, I thought there might have been hover cars.
But they sounded like Jetsons cars, yeah.
And so now Homer is in the kitchen with Marge, and he's like, I want to call, people and tell them about Lisa getting married. And he picks up the phone, and it's like this huge phone.
Yeah.
With a digital thing. It says phone in use. And the person using the phone, it's Maggie. Because now she would be 16.
Yep.
Ish. 15 and a half, 16.
Yep.
And Homer yells at her to get off the phone, and
I love how they...
down. Oh, she never shuts up, but we never hear her in this episode.
I do love the fact that they didn't think in the future that would go away.
Yeah. Well, she talks in the future, but we never get to hear it.
No, I mean being on phone in use. Like, you can't be on the phone.
Oh, yeah. Because, by 2010, landlines were still kind of a thing.
Smartphones came out in 2007.
Okay.
So, I'm not thinking that. I'm talking about I guess I don't know if the Simpsons would have, within 3 years, they would have their own cell phones.
It's the Simpsons.
Yeah.
They probably won't.
Maybe. Smartphones were pretty big. I got my first, not smartphone, cell phone, just a, brick phone in 96. So I would have to almost imagine by 2010.
You were 13 when you got your first phone?
Yeah, Mom wanted me to have it during high school or when I went out with friends. It was just like minutes. Like basically she just bought, 20, 30
I didn't
minutes
get my
on my
first.
phone.
I didn't get my first cell phone until I was a junior in high school.
Yeah. No, I think it was because I was always doing sports or hanging out with Ben, and Mom wanted
I
to...
was doing sports.
Yeah, well, Mom just wanted me to get a hold of me because, just in case of something. And, I mean, it was,
But again, my statement still stands that a lot of people were still using landlines in 2010.
Yeah, moderately.
People still use landlines. Like, well, I mean, they're mostly old people now.
Yes.
But so yeah, I love the fact that we don't get to hear Maggie talk, but apparently she's the most talkative person ever.
Yep.
It's great. And so then, Homer tells Marge that he wants to plan the wedding and he wants to have it all at Moe's because it's Homer.
And it'd be
Marge
cheap.
is like, yeah. And Marge is like, Homer, don't take this personally, but I've obtained a court order to prevent you from planning this wedding. And she gives him the papers and he's like, oh, everything looks like to be in fair order, and walks away.
Yeah. It's like he didn't want to do it anyway.
Yeah. And so now we see an invitation being held up. And we learn Lisa's middle name is Marie. Lisa Marie, kind of like Elvis Presley's daughter.
Yep.
And Hugh's full name is Hugh St. John Alistair Parkfield.
Very British.
Yes.
And
yes, it is.
so we learned that the wedding is on August 1st, 2010.
And so actually back in 2010, so Twitter's been around for that amount of time, I believe. Right? Twitter was 2010?
Yeah, it had to have been, because Facebook's been around since I was in college, so I'd have to say Twitter was probably around.
Okay, so apparently on that day in 2010, people actually congratulated Lisa on her wedding.
Nice.
So yeah, that was kind of cool.
I like it. That's a good pull. And so we see that Smithers gets the invitation and looks at the invite, and he's like, oh, I could get a +1. And so he sees Burns lying frozen in a glass tube, and Smithers is like, oh, Mr. Burns, we'll thaw you out of the second they discover a cure for 17 stab wounds in the back. And he looks up at a room full of scientists. How's it doing, boys? And Professor Frink's in the room. I like how he's still around. He's like, well, we're up to 15.
Woo!
So are they just trying to thaw them or
no, they're trying to
or
I don't know.
I mean, you can't create
it's a joke. It's a joke. He would be dead. But because he's so rich, he can cryo freeze himself.
Yep. And now it would appear that the 17 stab wounds all happened at the exact same time. It must have been a mutiny at the plant.
That's probably why Carl and Lenny are in charge.
Yep. And so we see that Skinner gets an invite as well, and he walks through the school, which is completely messed up. Like,
oh yeah,
it's spray painted, trash everywhere. It's gone to hell.
Yes.
And so he looks into a very overcrowded classroom, which, hey, look, they got something right for the future. Overcrowding in their classrooms.
No, they got it right, but that's been a thing even before 2010.
Oh, okay. I mean, I was out of every type of school by 2005.
My junior year, so 2004, the local newspaper did an article about overcrowdedness in school, and the high school that we went to was 1,000 kids over the, or 1,000 people over the legal limit that had to be in that building for it not to be a fire hazard.
Jeez.
So
I knew
high school,
our high school had way more students than
when I was in high school, and even probably when you were in high school, our high school was a literal fire hazard.
Yeah, I mean our whole school was around 2,000-ish, give or take.
Yeah, like
people never believe me. I always told people our class size was 500 something, or maybe slightly less than 500. But it was
so my freshman year, because they always put the amount of kids on the report card and what number you were out of those kids.
Yep.
My freshman year, if memory serves me correctly, was close to 1,000 kids.
Whew.
if not more, because I'm pretty sure when I graduated, there was something like 800 people on my final report card, like 850.
That's nuts.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Overcrowding. Yeah.
Yes.
But we didn't do this. We didn't have a video screen where they kind of had classes from other schools kind of conferencing.
It kind of predicted the pandemic.
Well, sort of.
With Zooming.
Yeah. I mean, it's 2010, so
Yeah.
not quite. But I like how Troy McClure's video is from Pepsi presenting addition and subtraction.
If you have 5 Pepsis and you get 2 more Pepsis, what do you have? So-and-so from Chicago.
Yep.
More thirst quencher or something?
Yeah.
That's partially correct.
Oh, I like how they're outsourcing. Hey, if you're going to get paid, might as well do ads, right?
Yeah.
So Skinner points out that Lisa is the only graduate to read at an adult level.
That's really sad.
Yeah, that's probably not good.
That's pretty sad.
I mean, Ralph failed English. I mean, that was impossible.
That's impossible.
Yeah. So Miss Hoover says that it has to be Lisa because Martin died in a science fair explosion. And then we pan through the floor where we see a skeleton of a miner, a treasure chest, probably after that, the miner that was after that, an abandoned mine can be seen on the way to Martin's underground chamber beneath the school.
Bum, bum, bum.
And it shows that Martin is still alive, but some days he wish he were dead. And he looks like the Phantom of the Opera, apparently.
That's fantastic.
And the scene closes with Martin playing Walter Murphy's A Fifth of Beethoven on a pipe organ.
Oh my God. And he says, Miss Hoover says, Martin perished that day. And Martin's like, my love. So was he in love with Mrs. Hoover?
Apparently.
Or is that just like a thing he said?
I mean,
because he's now an adult.
Either that or could it have been like a Phantom of the Opera type deal?
It could have been.
Yeah. I think maybe. I never seen the Phantom of the Opera, so.
Oh my God! What?
Yeah.
What?
Not my cup of tea.
Not even like the movie version?
No.
What?
I don't like to see plays, even movies that are based on plays.
What's wrong with you, Homer?
I've seen so many movies in my life.
I saw Phantom. Speaking of Phantom of the Opera,
look, I've never seen Taming of the Shrew, but I've seen 10 Things I Hate About You a million times, so it balances itself out.
I have seen Phantom of the Opera on Broadway, and they actually had their last show. They shut down production.
See, it's because you went. That's why I don't go. They'll shut down productions.
I went 18 years ago.
Yeah.
18 years later, he went 18 years ago. We got to shut down production.
Yep. So we see that Lisa and Hugh are getting into a cab, and it's run by the Auto Cab Company, established in 2003. So in 2003, obviously, Otto got fired from the school and started his own cab company. Which now everyone can be a cab.
Yeah, right.
That would have been so great if they predicted Uber. But not in 2003, unfortunately.
No.
And the cab currently is being driven by former Mayor Quimby.
Yep.
And he's like, I can't, what was his name?
I don't know. He had like a placard on the back like most cabs do with the name.
Yeah. And Otto tells Quimby to get his indicted ass to the conventions.
So he got indicted, which is why he's now driving a cab.
Yep. And so now we see Lisa, starting to hyperventilate as they get closer to the house. And he was like, Lisa, darling, don't worry. I'm sure I'll get along with your family. You've so thoroughly prepared me for the worst. As long as they're not squatting in a ditch, poking berries up their noses. And Lisa's like, and if they are? Yeah.
Oh God.
And so we see Lisa and Hugh pull up to the house, and Homer, is like, get the flag ready, boy. And they raise the British flag up to a sign, and you see, it's like right by a bug zapper. Like it's right in front of it. And we notice that Homer's like, hey, how would you like this hospitality? And they step aside and the British flag is on fire. And Bart, quickly pulls down the flag. They stomp on it and they threw manure on it. And Homer's like, here you go. And he just starts crying. And it's just, that's you just don't want to see that.
No,
and Lisa starts.
It was an accident.
Yes, it was. They didn't have to hand it to Hugh. It smelled like shit.
Yes.
And Lisa starts hyperventilating some more, and Homer, starts showing Lisa and Hugh to their room, and I love. He's like, "You could be the first to try out our new guest bedroom I built. Remember, if the building inspector comes by, it's not a room." It's a window box with a door.
God. With a door.
Yep.
Oh my God. So, so Homer leaves Lisa and Hugh alone in this shoddily made room. And Lisa thanks Hugh for toughing through her family, which they've only been there for like 5 minutes.
Yep.
And he's like, I would literally go through anything for her. And he literally falls to the floor.
He goes to the floor.
And luckily, the compost heap broke his fall.
Yep.
So he has that. So now we get to dinner, and the family is like, shoveling food in their mouths and, acting like typical Americans. And Marge notices that Hugh is horrified. And she's like, everybody, manners. Eat more politely.
What was it? It was company eating rules.
Yeah. And so they slow down, and Bart starts talking to Hugh, and he's like, anyway, Hugh, there's more to my life than just the wrecking ball. I also crush cars into cubes. And on the side, I promote local tough man contests. Basically, I'm getting out all my aggression till I go to law school. And this line right here harkens back to the episode where Bart was not allowed to see the Krusty movie and he became a Supreme Court justice.
Now, what did they say that was? Like 50 years later or something?
Yes.
50, 60 years later?
Yeah, he was like, it was like, well, I think it was like 40 years later.
Okay.
It was like 40 to 50 years later.
Yep.
So he's halfway there. Not even halfway. He's like a quarter of the way there.
So there's still time.
There's still time. So I love that detail. I don't know if they wrote it because of that episode. I like to think that they did.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
So that was pretty cool. And so now it's, so after Bart is done talking to Hugh, Homer decides he wants in on it. And he's like, so Hugh, have you heard all the latest American jokes? Here's a good one. Pull my finger. He's like, yes, we have that one in England too, Mr. Simpson. And Homer shoves his finger toward Hugh's face. And now Homer's angry. He's like, I said, pull my finger.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Homer just, But we all love the pull my finger joke.
Yep.
So, Lisa, to cut the tension, mentions she has her wedding dress fitting in the afternoon, and she invites Maggie, and she's like, oh, Maggie, if you want to come along. And before Maggie can speak, Marge cuts her off for speaking with food in her mouth.
Yep.
And I do also love the fact that if you notice, Maggie has a necklace.
Yep.
And on that necklace is her pacifier.
Yeah, I did notice that. That's a good pull. I like it.
So that's hilarious. And so Homer says him and Bart will take Hugh out on the town. And Lisa's like, I don't think that's a good idea. And Hugh's like, oh, the only thing hurt in his fall was his spine. And agrees to go out. Yeah, the only thing that I hurt was my spine. I don't need a spine.
Hey, landed in the compost heap. He's good.
Yeah. And Homer says, under one condition. Hugh's like, what? Pull my finger.
Yeah.
Oh, God. So now we cut to Homer driving him and Bart to wherever they're going, but Homer is driving on the wrong side of the road because he thinks it's going to make Hugh feel more comfortable, even though Hugh goes to school in America.
Yep.
And clearly Hugh is just freaked out. He doesn't feel comfortable at all, and nobody would.
Well, Homer's fine. He's just dodging cars.
And so we head off to Moe's, where I love how like there's this big giant cable that like comes through the wall, connects to the TV, and it is analog TV, mind you, not a smart TV, not like a digital TV. And it's a 1500 channel cable, whatever the fuck that means. Look, I work in TV. That's not how television cables work.
You mean you don't get more channels the thicker the cable is?
Right.
Oh.
I mean, you should know this. You do home entertainment installations.
What are you talking about? We have like 50 gauge wire, man.
Yeah.
More channels means more iron.
Oh my God. And so so we see Ken Brockman on the TV, and he now works for CNN, BCBS, which to spell it out better, CNN, NBC, CBS, but like they use those letters, and it's a division of ABC. And we'll learn in a little bit about what happened to Fox.
Yes.
And so Ken Brockman has a list of celebrities who have recently been arrested. The Baldwin Brothers gang, Dr. Brad Pitt, John Kennedy, George Burns, Infamous Amos.
Now, Burns is, what was it? His brother?
These are all supposed to be celebrities.
Yeah, why can't he, remember it was, George Burns was the guy, that the brother or whatever that he ditched with the Bobo episode, right?
No.
Who was that?
I don't know.
Remember, remember when he ditched to be...
But these are all celebrities. This has nothing to do with the actual Simpsons.
George Burns is a celebrity?
Yes, but he's not related to Montgomery Burns.
Oh, you don't know that.
These are all real life people.
Infamous Amos is a real person?
Well, there's probably somebody with a famous
Dr.
Amos.
Brad Pitt's a real person?
Okay, Brad Pitt.
John Kennedy's a real person. These aren't all real people.
Oh my God, they're fucking parodies.
So they're not real people.
Grandson of Sam, which is hilarious because son of Sam. The artist formerly known as, and it's the Prince symbol, which is great.
Not the first time we're going to get this joke.
Nope. Tim Allen Jr., Senator and Mrs. Dracula. The artist formerly known as Buddy Hackett. Madonna Bots Series K.
I like it.
Sideshow Ralph Wiggum.
That's great. So he took over for Mel, I guess.
Yeah, maybe. Martha Hitler and Johnny Neutrino.
Now, do you know what that's making fun of?
I should. I don't remember.
John. What's his face's? Who played Neo? John Wick. Keanu Reeves.
Okay.
Johnny Mnemonic.
Oh yeah, Johnny. Yeah, that's hilarious. So yeah, those people apparently have recently been arrested.
Yes, but who was still at large?
I didn't write that down.
I don't remember. That's what I was asking. I remember he was like, but if you see such and such, they're still at large.
Oh yeah, I should have probably written that down, but I didn't.
Yeah, I completely forgot to.
Yeah.
So Hugh likes Moe's. It's quaint. Yeah. And Moe points out that the U.S. saved them in World War II, and Hugh points out the English saved the U.S. in World War III.
Well, that prediction failed mightily.
Almost. Well, I mean, it almost happened. Could have happened. But yes, the prediction
not by 2010.
No, not by 2010.
I mean, I guess it could have happened because of 9/11.
9/11, yes.
And we did technically go to war.
I don't know.
Under false pretense.
Was it a world war? I don't know if it.
But it was not a world war. It was not a world war. And even, I wouldn't even call it a war. It was more of an offensive where we went to the wrong country because everybody was lied to.
Yep.
But we won't get into that.
Yep. Homer asks Hugh to continue on tradition by wearing the same pig bride and groom cufflinks that Homer's father gave to him on his wedding day. And Hugh's momentarily stunned because
when he sees them,
yes, they're a little bit outlandish, a little bit cartoonish.
They're
guess
adorable.
I can't see. God, I want to know where Abe got him. I feel like they have to do a flashback episode where he marries.
Oh my
Mona's.
God, we're not doing a flashback episode just to tell the story of how Abe got these pig cufflinks. There's been too many of those dumbass stories on The Simpsons, and we will get to those.
Yes, we will. But I mean, it's kind of interesting. I don't know why Abe would even. I don't know if Abe would entertain those. The type of person that he is, but his father must have really liked him. So, but then we cut over to Bart playing virtual pool when he is hit by someone playing virtual darts, and they get into a virtual fight. And
that's hilarious. Unfortunately, that's also not a real thing.
No, well, I mean, virtual reality is real. But
not at bars.
And
probably for good reason.
And probably not in 2010, because I can't remember the PlayStation VR for PlayStation 4. I mean, that was...
You had that when you were living at your first house, because I remember we played Rick and Morty. Yep. So that was like 2012. It was 2012. No, you're right, 2013. 2015. Did you say 2015?
Well, I said 2018, but maybe that's even off.
Well, we both moved into our new houses in 2019. So probably, I would say between 2017 and 2018.
Yeah, somewhere around there. Yeah. So a little bit off. Now, Virtual Boy did exist in the 90s.
Oh, God.
But that was garbage. So
yes, it was. We don't talk about Virtual Boy.
Yeah. And so Mo tells him no fighting in his bar, and he presses a button that emits a loud, annoying noise.
Yeah, because they're like holding their heads, and there's like a screeching noise.
Yeah, I wonder if it's some sort of like pay service. It must be. Mo has to make money on this thing.
Yeah.
And so Marge and Homer are in bed watching TV. And I love this. This has got to be one of my favorite favorite lines of the episode. So Marge's like, Fox turned into a hardcore sex channel so gradually I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
Yes, there are a lot of shows on Fox.
I wouldn't even say Fox. I would just say everywhere. At this point.
Cable TV has turned into a hardcore sex cable thing, so gradually we didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I mean, CW shows.
Oh
God, what are they even doing there? Yeah, I thought like WB and CW was supposed to be like wholesome, but apparently,
you are wrong, sir.
Apparently not.
You are wrong.
Yep. And so I like how Homer is, happy to have people back in the house, and he loves hearing the murmurs coming from the next room. And then Homer bangs on the wall to tell them to keep it down. And, Lisa and Hugh are lying in bed, and Lisa's like, "Oh, I'm sorry I left you alone with Homer and Bart." He's like, No, honey, we had a fine time." "How'd you get that gash on your forehead?" "Oh, that was when we hid in the dumpster after the fire alarm went off. In the pornographic magazine warehouse."
Oh God, I don't even want to know.
How did they get from Moe's to there?
I don't even want to know.
Which is weird because I just assumed, because we'll talk about it a little bit later about the quote unquote bachelor party. Yeah. I thought that's what this was supposed to be. Was it not? I thought the whole outing was supposed to be the bachelor party, but I guess not.
It was the bachelor party.
It was. Okay, so I did read that right. So Bart just ditched on the bachelor party then.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, it's not said. It's weird. We'll get to the quote, but I feel like it's not said like that. But then Lisa tells Hugh, thanks for putting up with her family. And Hugh says it's okay and tells Lisa to get some sleep because the next day is the wedding. But Hugh stays away, basically thinking about his life choices. He's like, I don't know if I made the right decision here.
Yeah.
But he still wants to go through with it. And so Lisa tells Marge that she feels funny wearing white because of Milhouse. And Marge says Milhouse doesn't count, and they laugh.
This is the next day, by the way.
Yeah.
And no, I don't understand this.
Okay, I don't either. I don't get it. Someone tell me why Milhouse and White? I don't understand.
Maybe they did a fake wedding thing.
Oh, because of the whole like the scene when the flashback in the car.
Yeah, maybe.
I
I don't fucking know. I don't know.
I'm at a loss. That joke just at a loss. At a
yeah,
loss.
right over the head. Yeah, I don't know. And so they do the whole new, old, something borrowed, something blue crap, which I don't understand the tradition of that.
Well,
And
like
I'm
Lisa's wedding dress was new. The pearls
Yeah.
were old. The
Patch,
was it a brooch? Brooch
Like
was
a-
borrowed.
and then blue is Marge's hair.
Yep.
Anywho, so now we see that the wedding is taking place near the power plant, and they've gotten a lot more polluted in the water because now we see a six-eyed blinky,
Yep.
a cowfish,
Yep.
so it's a fish but it looks like a cow,
Yep.
and a Professor Frink fish.
Nice.
So
Did
now,
Professor Frink have sex with a fish?
dude,
'Cause
we're
he
not
obviously
getting it.
didn't
Nope.
'Cause he
nope.
did?
Nope. We're shutting down that conversation.
No, I'm just saying he didn't turn
Nope.
into a fish.
I
because
am
he
not
was at
having
the... No, I'm just saying Professor Frink didn't turn into a fish because he was at the institute or whatever trying to cure Mr. Burns.
It doesn't matter how there's a Professor Frink fish. We're not having this conversation. Nope. 9 yet. So now we see Lisa hanging out, getting on her wedding dress, and Bart walks in to see her in her wedding dress, and Bart's like, "Wow, Lisa, looking at you makes me want to get married for a third time." So he's been married twice before. I think wasn't one of them to Edna or Miss Hoover? No, Miss Hoover.
Really?
I think it was Miss Hoover. Because, yeah, there's a flash forward episode where Bart sleeps with Miss Hoover.
Yes, there is that. Yep.
So, and Bart continues, "I met a really nice exotic dancer the other night at Hugh's bachelor party." Lisa's like, "You didn't have a bachelor party. We had one in his honor." "I had one in his honor. I went to a strip club."
But see, that's what I was saying. So that thing the other night was not the bachelor party.
I guess not.
So
No.
Bart, well, okay, maybe it was, but Bart threw, it doesn't make sense to me.
Okay,
I
so
feel
they
like it
went
would've-
out with Hugh,
Yep.
and then Bart lied. So basically, he didn't have a bachelor party, but Homer and Bart took him out for drinks.
I would have just assumed that would have been the bachelor party.
So that is technically, well, it doesn't sound like Hugh has any friends in America.
No, which is kind of weird because he went to school there.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say Homer and Bart taking Hugh out on the town is kind of their own version of their bachelor party, but Hugh probably didn't see it as a bachelor party, and then Bart's like, "Well, I threw one in his honor."
Yeah.
And so, yeah, so Bart went to a strip club.
Yep.
Not really surprising. So now Hugh introduces his parents to Homer, and he's like, "Mom, Dad, I'd like you to meet Homer Simpson." And there's like an awkward silence, and Homer's like, "You know what's great about you English? Octopussy. Man, I must have seen that movie twice."
Oh my God, that's great.
Jesus Christ, Homer. And then they like kind of leave. And so now we see Selma and Patty walk into like the tent area where they're holding the service, and they see Edna Krabappel, and they're like, so clearly, because the voice actress for Edna passed away like 4 years ago now.
Yeah.
So obviously, Edna's still alive.
Yeah.
And Maud Flanders, that voice actress quit in before 2010, didn't she?
I believe so, yeah.
So clearly there's that whole thing. But Selma and Patty tell Edna not to
Well,
get
they
in the way
can't
of the
predict that
bouquet.
type of future.
No. But Selma and Patty tell Edna not to get in the way of the bouquet. Because apparently
they want to get married now?
Well, so they've been married. I think they've both been engaged. One of them got married, didn't they?
Yeah, was it Patty to Troy McClure?
No, they never got. Oh, no. Patty got married to Sideshow Bob.
That's right.
And then Selma got married to another woman. Because they did the whole gay marriage episode.
But that would have been after 2010.
Yes. But they've both been, well, okay.
You're saying at this time, though.
At this time, no, only one of them has been married.
Yes.
So we see Smithers has brought a partially defrosted Mr. Burns, who's like, I am not all the way defrosted. You need to bring me back. And Smithers like, it's okay. I'll just put you in this chair. And Burns breaks in half. He's like, I can't feel anything below my cummerbund. It's like, I'm surprised he could feel anything below his cummerbund before that.
Yeah, he was kind of walking like a robot.
Yeah. And so Homer goes to Lisa before the wedding, and he gives Lisa a speech about, how she's great and how she helped him become a better husband and that she's his greatest accomplishment and she did everything on her own.
Yeah.
And it was very sweet and not very Homer-esque, but it was kind of Homer-esque, but it was nice. But he keeps rambling, and Lisa, cuts him off because she's like, Dad, you're rambling. See, you always have my best interests at heart.
Yep.
And so Lisa notices Homer is wearing the pig cufflinks, and she's upset by it. And Homer's like, well, he left them on the nightstand, and he just assumed that they weren't Hugh's cup of tea, which they probably weren't. Like Homer, it's weird because Homer made this whole heartfelt thing to Hugh, but then he's like, I don't really care, which is a little weird. Now again, but we also have to kind of remember this is like a fortune teller telling this story.
Yeah.
So obviously some things are going to get weird.
Yeah, but Hugh probably was like, he won't mind if I don't wear them.
Yeah. And so Lisa goes to confront Hugh about the cufflinks. And there is a superstition with weddings where the bride and groom are not supposed to see each other.
Yep.
Before on the wedding day, which I think is kind of stupid, but okay. But
they're also not supposed to spend the night together before the wedding either. But they already did that.
Yes. And he finally agrees to wear them, but while putting them on, he tells Lisa he can't wait for them to get back to England so he doesn't have to see her parents ever again.
But maybe his mom can come and visit when the kids are born.
Yes. He's like, oh, your mom can come. And Lisa storms off, leaving her wedding ring with Hugh. So basically she's like, I'm not going to marry you. Like, wouldn't you have this conversation before the wedding about where you're going to live?
I would have assumed they might have, but she also probably assumed that the parents would visit. They'd go back to America.
Yeah.
Like, he was pretty much saying we're just going to cut them off.
Yes, that is true. And so we go back to the ceremony, and Reverend Lovejoy brings up Maggie to sing Amazing Grace. And we also see that Dr. Hibbert and Krusty the Clown are both still alive, but
Krusty looks like they're really bad.
Oh, we forgot to mention something. Bart has a tattoo of Pirate Krusty on his arm.
Yep. Yeah, during the dinner we noticed that,
Yeah. Because Hibbert and Krusty are like murmuring old guys, and they have like their nurses with them. And so right as Maggie's about to sing Amazing Grace, so we can all hear her amazing voice, because there is a future episode where Maggie is in a band.
Yeah.
So this kind of sets that up too. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy how much they do actually pay attention to detail. But Hugh cuts her off to announce that there won't be a wedding.
Yep. And we hear Nelson and his kid do the ha-ha. Yep.
Good job, son.
Yeah. And so we get Reverend Lovejoy up on the stage or pulpit. And he's like, this is very sad news. And it never would have happened if the wedding had been inside the church with God instead of out here in the cheap showiness of nature.
Of course, Lovejoy.
I'm sure nowadays every wedding's either outside. I mean, we had ours at a zoo. I mean,
yeah. Well, of all, I think like 3 of my friends that have gotten married that I've, been at their weddings, there were 3 that were outside or like in a naturey area.
Oh, okay.
I think the only person's wedding that I've been to that was in a church was my friend Chris. And the funny thing about that wedding was it was a Catholic wedding, and one of our other good friends was an usher, and they did communion for the wedding. And as an usher, he would like go row by row to have people go up, and he knows me and he knows I'm Jewish, so he gets to our row. He's like, Rob, you can just stay there.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah, it was hilarious because like, we're gonna do communion. Usher will come around. He gets to our row. Rob, you're good.
But can I just have a cracker? I really don't want the body of Christ. I don't want the body of Christ, but I would like.
You mean the blood of Christ?
No, the cracker is the body of Christ.
Yeah, you said I don't want the body, but the body is the cracker. You meant blood.
Well, don't you do both? You do the cracker and the blood.
Yeah, but I only want the body.
Oh, you only want the body? You want the cracker?
Well, the cracker is the body.
That's what I'm saying. You're telling your friend that you don't want the body, you just want to eat the cracker.
I'll drink wine.
Yes.
We drink a lot of wine.
Can I have more blood, please? I'm a vampire.
I'll take the blood.
I'll take the blood. And so future Lisa runs off crying, and then we cut back to the present day, where the fortune teller tells Lisa that Hugh goes back to England and she never sees him again.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, I guess if your ex-fiance moves back to England and you don't plan on traveling much, I guess you'll probably never see him ever again. And I doubt he's ever coming back to Springfield, so.
No.
And Lisa asks if there's any way to change the future, and the fortune teller says no, but try to act surprised.
But is this really her future, though?
No. Well, maybe.
We don't know that. We don't know.
Yeah. They haven't aged yet, so we don't know. Yeah. Lisa asked if she was supposed to hear about, or she was like, yeah, wasn't I supposed to hear about the true love, about her true love? And the fortune teller only tells the future where Lisa gets jerked around. Yep. But did she say about her, like, at the beginning?
Yeah, she did. So she lied.
Apparently she lied. Yep. And the
so you can't trust her. She lied.
Exactly. And so the fortune teller throws a smoke bomb and does the laughing. They're like, and then doesn't disappear.
And so she kicks Lisa out of the tent.
Yep. And then so we see Lisa catching the bunny and from earlier and bringing it back. And we see Homer finds Lisa. And Homer's like, Lisa, where were you? You missed the most incredible thing. And then I love how Lisa hugs him. Hi, Dad. And Homer's like, I ate 7 pounds of fudge. And he's like, wow. The man at the stand said it was a record. It's like, wow, what else did you do, Dad? I rode the teacups. Then I got a little sick and had to sit down. But then I rode them again.
Oh, that Homer Simpson.
Hey, I mean, you get back up, you get sick, you sit down for a minute, you get back up, and you do the rides again. So definitely this episode, not one of my favorites. I just can't get behind it. Funny lines, like I love the Fox turned into a hardcore sex channel bit. Probably I think I said, it's like my favorite line of this entire episode. I do like when they go into the future, kind of show off some of the stuff they think are going to happen. But overall, I'm going to go 3, don't have a cow, man. I mean, it's not the best. I
think you're being a little harsh.
The episode really literally was like, oh, here's a Renaissance fair. And then within 3 minutes, we're into the future. And I don't know. Just some of the stuff in the episode, like the strip club thing, I'm like, they could have literally said Bart ditched what they were doing. Hey, I'm in my final thoughts right now. You get your turn in a minute.
No, I'm not going to give my final thoughts. I'm going to do to you what you did to me with Thor: Love and Thunder, where you have to remember who's telling the perspective of the story is the fortune teller. So of course there's going to be wrong bits.
Oh, so that's why Bart wasn't really at the bachelor party.
Exactly.
The fortune teller got it mixed up.
Exactly. There's things within the future that don't add up here and there, and it's slight differences. So you got to remember this is the story being told. To
I'm gonna pull a Chris and say it's trash ish. I mean, don't get me wrong. Funny lines. I'll tell you. I like the funny lines. There's certain pieces. It just doesn't fit. I don't know. Just doesn't fit in line. I don't like. I don't know. Hugh is obviously a jackass. Maybe it just happened too fast. Maybe the episode just happened so fast. It didn't really have any meat to it. It just felt meh. To put it in Bart's words, it felt meh.
So I enjoy this episode. It's not a 5. It's not a 5. It's a 4 sprinkles for me. I love the fact that they did something so different and they went for it. Like, it's not like they sometimes you get like an episode where they'll do a flash forward and come back to the present. Like we've kind of seen that with the flashback episodes where like they're in the middle of telling the story, but then like they go back to the present and then go back to the past and then back to the present.
Yeah, something to break it up a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I like the fact that it's like one continuous storyline bookended by the Renaissance Fair. And, it's something different. I like the future aspect. I love some of the gags for the future. Like the fact that, you have a fake tree in honor of a real tree. They continue the Maggie not talking bit. I think that's hilarious. I'm glad. I'm glad they continued that for as long as they did. It's they kind of make fun of the British, sort of, but not really. But like it kind of shows that even in the future. Now, granted, this is a story told by somebody who she must know something about The Simpsons.
Well, she must live in the town because everyone that's working at the Renaissance Festival lives in the town of Springfield.
Yeah. So, I mean, she must know something about The Simpsons where she can tell the story. Now, obviously, she's a fortune teller. Like, I'm a millionaire, in which I'm not.
How many people are wandering into this forest and finding her?
Well, I mean, they try to make it seem like the supernatural thing. Because, like, again, she tries to do the smoke bomb thing.
Yeah.
Like you would see in, like, other movies, like Mystical, where they smoke bomb and they're gone. And it's like, oh my God, was it real? So it's kind of like a parody almost of that kind of stuff. So I do enjoy it. I kind of like the wedding aspect. We kind of get a glimpse into the Simpsons' future, but not really, but maybe.
Yeah.
You don't know. So it's not a 5. But if it's on, I'll watch it. I like it. It's something different from The Simpsons. And they gave it their best shot. I think the writing is pretty good. So yeah, 4 sprinkles.
All right, let's close it out with our character profile. And this week we have the wonderful British Hugh Parkfield, voiced by the effervescent Manny Patinkin. Amazing. Patinkin. Good job. I like it. Good job. That's what
Do you not get the reference?
No.
How I Met Your Mother?
Oh.
I know we don't like to talk about that wedding season, but...
Must have missed it. So his identity: brilliant student, suave individual, humorless vegetarian. Yeah, not very funny. Nation of origin: Great Britain. His area of study: the environment. All of it.
Boy, howdy.
All of it.
Yeah.
His favorite band: the Rolling Stones, due to their efforts to preserve buildings.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I like their music.
Yeah, their music's good.
Their parentage: the finest. And suffers fools poorly.
Uh-huh.
And first great love: Lisa Simpson. And I wonder if he cried after the wedding and his face melted.
He's not a robot.
Oh, okay. All right. I thought maybe he was. So let's close it out with where you can find us. You can head over to Facebook, The Simpsons Did It Podcast. Head over to Instagram, The Simpsons Did It Pod. You can find us on Twitter very rarely, Simpsons Did It PC. If you like what we're doing, give us a phone call, 612-584-0986, and check out Jaden LeBron's awesome voicemail message And if you don't like using cell phones, email us. thesimpsonsdiditpod@gmail.com. So until next time, I'm Steven Skolansky.
And I'm Robert Skolansky.
And this has been The Simpsons Did It.
Shh.